You are about to watch a narrative writing lesson at the end of a first grade year.
Good morning, first graders.
Good morning.
Thank you for letting me come in and share my story with you today. I actually kind of started this morning at my school, and then I thought, you know what? I need to stop. I don't want to write the whole thing because I need some help from you and some double checking to make sure that I was doing things the right way. So let me first just tell you my story of what I drew here. So last Sunday, I went to Panda Express with my mom, this is me, my mom and my dad, and we had lunch there. And then we left to go to Target, and we were shopping and looking around, and all of a sudden my dad said, I can't find my hat. And so I was the detective. I went and looked in the car, and then it wasn't there. And then I went back to the restaurant, and I looked around, and there it was under the table.
It was there.
It was under the table, so he didn't know he had left it there. So I kind of started writing my first paragraph, but I want to double check that I have the characters and the setting already written, because that's what goes in my beginning box, right? So let's check. On Sunday, I went to Panda Express with my mom.
Mrs. Waste,
Yes, Mrs. Duncan.
pardon the interruption. Do you have Lawson in class?
I do.
Would you send him to the office? He's going for an appointment.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I wonder if he's going to Panda Express. Oh! Okay, he's not. It's an important appointment. Okay. On Sunday, I went to Panda Express with my mom and dad. We had fried rice for lunch. Have I told who was there?
Yes.
Who was there?
Your mom and dad.
My mom and dad and me, okay? So I have me, my mom, and my dad. Did I tell what we were doing?
Yes.
What were we doing?
Having lunch on Panda Express.
We were having lunch, yep. And did I tell when it was?
Yes. On Sunday. On Sunday.
Ooh, I'm doing pretty well so far, aren't I? Oh, it's not in my sketch, but I could have written Sunday up there. And then, did I tell where we were?
Yeah. At Panda Express.
There it is, Panda Express. So I've pretty much told everything that I needed to in my beginning, except I'm not really satisfied with something. Here's our listening target for today. How do I add descriptive words to my writing? What do I think about? What do you think about when you want to add some descriptive words? Talk to your partner. Do you have something you already think about? All right. Okay, turn and look at me again. Thank you for turning around so quickly. Here's what I'm thinking of. The sentence that I wrote about having fried rice for lunch, as the reader, do you know if I liked it or if it was the worst thing I'd ever eaten?
Liked it.
Did I tell you?
No. I know.
Do I need a descriptive word there? Would that give you some more information?
Yes.
That's what I have to think about. I have to think about, have I told my readers, you, everything I wanted to? What I wanted to tell you was that this rice was delicious. It was yummy. It was, what's another word you would use to describe something you really, really, really liked? Tell your partner. What would be another good describing word?
Yeah. Excellent.
Wow, eyes back up here. Let me hear 3 things that different partners said. Yes. Yeah. Fantastic.
Excellent.
Excellent. One more in the back.
Outstanding.
Outstanding. I think you guys have done descriptive words before, haven't you? Wow. All right. Should I say, let's vote with thumbs. I kind of like that word, outstanding. Should I say the two choices are delicious or outstanding? How many of you think I should use delicious? How many think I should use outstanding? Oh my, thank you for helping me. I would never have come up with that word. Okay. Outstanding. Outstanding fried rice for lunch. Oh. All right. Now, I'm on to my middle box. Here's the problem. I have to tell,
How you feel.
do you know what all these faces mean?
How you feel.
How you feel, yeah. The thing that was happening in this store, in this box, is that we left the restaurant, like I said, we went into Target, and my dad said, I can't find my hat. It's my favorite hat. It wasn't just any old hat. So because he said it was his favorite hat, you know how I felt? Really sad. So that's the emotion in that part. So, how am I going to use my storyboard to help me write this next part when I'm stuck here? What am I going to do? Yes. After that, we went to Target. Does that tell you when it happened? It does. Wow. Okay. After that, we went to Target. After, is that a word you guys know?
Yes.
Can you spell it with me?
A-S-T-E-R.
Wow. After that, we went to, everyone knows Target, right?
D-A-R-G-E-T.
After that, we went to Target. Can I just use a period there? Is there anything exciting about that? No. Not so much, just a period. After that, we went to Target. Now I have to talk about that this is when my dad realized he didn't have his hat. How should I say that? Let's see. My dad said, I can't find my hat, or are they using quotation marks?
They are. Yeah,
You are? Oh! Then I think we should say what my dad said. My dad said, I can't find my hat. My dad said, I can't find my, I could say I can't find my hat.
No, my favorite hat. My favorite hat.
Because if I don't tell my reader that it was his favorite hat, guys, are you okay? Did you put your shirt up? Thank you. Okay. Is there another word that I could use for favorite? That is what he said, and it's a very good word. But is there another word that maybe is the same as favorite? Talk to your partner.
Excellent.
Okay. Turn and look at me, please. I'm hearing some, you can put your hands down. I'm hearing some really great descriptive words. But if you knew my dad, he wouldn't say, I lost my most excellent hat. He just said, I can't find my favorite hat. So I think I'm going to use the words that he said. I can't find my favorite hat. Can I give that an exclamation mark? Do you think? You think that deserves one? I kind of think so. He was pretty sad. All right, so after that, we went to Target. My dad said, I can't find my favorite hat. What am I missing in my middle box here? What haven't I said yet? I haven't included the emotion. I haven't said how I felt. Can I just say I felt sad? I was worried.
Really sad. Super sad. Mad. Super sad.
I was sad. Okay. All right. So here's me. I should have had that. I was sad for him. Okay. Our last box. Guys, turn around, please. Face me. There we go. Thank you. Our last box, I have to include how did I feel and how did I fix the problem. I like this story because I fixed the problem, didn't I? Yeah. So, how did I fix the problem? I went and looked in the car, and then I went back to the restaurant, and I looked under the table and I found it. That's how I fixed the problem. And how do you think I felt when I found it?
Happy.
I was very happy. I was very pleased with myself. You were wondering what that was? Yeah. I liked this idea that someone said that I should say after that. How should I start this last paragraph here? What are you thinking? What should I say? What would be another good transition word? Yeah. The resolution. Yep, that would be my resolution. What if I say, then I went and looked in the car, or next I went and looked in the car? What do you think? How would after that I went and looked in the car? If this were your paper, how would you start your third paragraph? Talk to your partner. Great. Turn and look at me, please. I'm hearing some great transition words. Next, after that, later, then. Any of those would be a great way to start it. So I'm just going to use the word then. Then I looked in the car. Then I looked in the car. Whoops, it's not a good R. Then I looked in the car. So here's my car. I looked there. Then what did I do? I went back to the restaurant. Then I looked in the car. I went to the restaurant. I went back to the restaurant.
I drove.
I drove. You know what? I did drive to the restaurant.
I drove back.
I drove back to the restaurant. Because if I just said I went back to the restaurant, would you know that I was in a car?
No.
I could have been walking. This is a great descriptive word. I drove back to. I drove back to
The
the
restaurant.
Aunt.
You got that right. No.
Do you try big words that you don't know how to spell?
Yes.
Good for you. I drove back to the restaurant. Here's me at the restaurant, so I've got part of it. Now what? I drove back to the restaurant. I looked under the table and there was my dad's hat. I checked under the table. I searched under the tables. What would be the best descriptive word for what I did?
Searched.
Tell your partner, what would you choose?
I searched under the table. Searched under the table. Searched.
Turn and look at me. 3, 2, 1. I'm hearing many people say that I should use the word searched, that that's more descriptive than just saying looked. Because I did look, but I searched under all of the tables before I found it. Okay, so I'm going to use searched. I searched the tables and I found it. There's my exclamation mark. Okay. And if I'm going to include the emotion, I could say I was happy I found it. I was excited I found it for him. I was grateful I found it for him. Wow. So our listening target was, how do I add descriptive words to my writing? What did I do? What did you help me with? What did you think about to add descriptive words? Were you thinking about what you wanted the reader to get a picture of in their mind? Yeah, that's kind of the thing that you have to do is you have to think about, does the reader really know what I'm trying to say? Without me telling you that it was outstanding fried rice, you didn't know if I liked it or didn't like it. So I had to use a descriptive word. The thing with my dad's hat, what if it was an old beat up hat and he didn't care about it? Would that have changed the story?
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been nearly as important that I go back and look for it for him. So by saying that it was his favorite hat, it gave you a lot more information about why this was important. And this other really descriptive word you used, helped me with, was searched. Do you get a picture in your mind of what I was doing? Was I just kind of standing in the door going, oh yeah, I don't see it?
No.
You knew what I was doing. I was looking under every single table. I searched for it. That is a super descriptive word. Wow. How many of you guys like writing? Very nice job. Thank you so much for helping me with my story today and with coming up with descriptive words that I hadn't even thought of. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very nice job.
You have just watched a narrative writing lesson. Hopefully you noticed the listening target, think aloud, pair, share, and debriefing by the teacher. Remember that this is just one example of a narrative writing lesson.